welcome a man who takes his work seriously and himself lightly, Mr. Rob Peck.
Well, we've come to that point in the program where I'm pretty much the only thing between you and lunch. Hey, it could be worse. You could still be back in school. Instead, you're here spread out in a giant celebration on the Statehouse lawn. I don't know about you, but that's what I call a senior skip day with style. By contrast, when I was in high school, my head was a house divided. Half of me couldn't wait to graduate, and the other half was like frozen in fear. Let me see if I can illustrate this. Now, admittedly, I have a rather warped sense of humor. By the end of high school, part of my brain was just feeling a little wooden, twisted, high-strung, overwhelmed, and just, generally speaking, bent out of shape. When despite my best efforts to serve my college aspirations and give myself a leg up on the competition, there was a whole period of time that was characterized by such wildly unpredictable transitions, I felt like I was just stuck, sort of trapped in a holding pattern. And no matter how hard I tried to bust loose, somehow it was like I was just spinning my wheels. It was like my brain was gripped in some kind of centrifugal confusion that just had me going around and around in circles. Now, part of the reason that I was feeling so confused is I was getting so much conflicting advice. You know, I was like, on this side, some well-meaning person would be saying, Rob, you need to do it like this. And of course, on the other side, there was some equally well-meaning soul who was telling me, no, Rob, you have to do it like this. Well, almost dropped one. You have to do it like this. And I don't know about you, when so many people are giving me advice like that, part of me feels like they're just trying to shoehorn me into some kind of conventional category. And the second someone tries to force me to fit into some narrow box, I just feel like I'm in prison. Fortunately, college opened up the tumblers on the locks, and it gave me options, a kind of newfound sense of freedom. I was able to still continue being a good student, and in fact, I did graduate with honors, literally Phi Beta Kappa. But I also had a chance to explore some new interests. I took a class in sculpture. I took a course in British cinema. And maybe more than anything, for the first time in my life, I really risked walking down a different path. And in some ways, it was the time that I really discovered more than anything else what it was about me that was unique to me. What was really true to my identity in some ways helped me know who I really am. And you know, maybe that's the real reason that I'm here trying to talk to you today. Because frankly, the future you're facing is so fraught with unprecedented environmental and economic challenges that if all anybody ever does is take a conventional approach, hey, the best we can ever hope for is a conventional solution. So what do you say we raise the bar? I try to make like a rock star and kickstart this with some of a novel combination of something that involves some innovation. Also some syncopation. Maybe even spark a little audience participation. Yeah! Come on, see if you can keep this beat. Thank you so much for rhythmically clapping along as a small gesture of reciprocity. Here is my slant on a fresh new way to mirror the golden rule. And see if I can finish this up by giving you a hand. What the heck? I'll even throw in a couple of final flourishes. In my dreams. It's true, sometimes I get a little carried away. But fortunately, you're all such fast learners. By now you've figured out that this is not going to be your typical, back when I was your age kind of speech. Nope, for better or worse, I'm going to try to see if I can use a combination of visual and verbal imagery that'll inspire your imagination and intrigue your intellects, which I know are considerable. Hey, I did my homework on New Hampshire scholars. Funny thing is, before I found out about all the diverse disciplines and multiple responsibilities and amazing balancing acts that a New Hampshire scholar has to pull off, I used to think I was this awesome juggler. But hey, compared to what you have to do, no way. I mean, between your daily academic demands, traveling for extracurricular events, some of you considerable distances. 3 schools all the way from the North Country to attend this stirring Statehouse celebration. Not to mention having to constantly be coordinating summer plans, college prep, mindfully reviewing freshman course catalogs, astutely aligning aptitude and aspiration, lucidly linking personal strengths and possible career paths in a way that strongly correlates with strategic, long-term planning. And right on the nose. Well, there goes my shot at a gold medallion. I sometimes have to tell my inner critic to lighten up. The license plate says live free, not juggle free or die. Still, the part of me that's a perfectionist has a real problem with this. Any of you got that perfectionist, that inner critic inside you? Sometimes I just want to tell them, hey, look, I dropped the ball, literally. And figuratively, who doesn't? I mean, the whole reason that I'm relying so much on this juggling medium is that I think it's such a vivid metaphor for how many different multiple tasks people have to do at the same time when they go off to college. And frankly, nobody pulls it off perfectly, not even the governor. And really, you have a choice. When you make a mistake, you can beat yourself up for it, or you can look at it as a chance to try to be resilient and resourceful. See if there's some way that you can spring back and try to look it over and see if there's something you can learn from it, or at least stay light about it. And in the end, we just gotta let it go and move on. Now, speaking of which, where was I? Oh yeah, strategic, long-term planning with right on the nose placement for a positive, multi-dimensional college experience, all while flexibly and smoothly interfacing with state-of-the-art monitoring, managing. Some of the guys are still working on it. I'll break it down for you. Mentoring. We'll little conceptual, come with me on this. Motivating and mastering the latest, cutting-edge, rapid response, Web 3.0 technologies. Whoa, talk about a quick turnaround. All solidly based on being a caring and conscientious New Hampshire scholar who goes the extra mile. I'll just keep kissing these until you laugh. And then even as you're consciously and congruently cultivating closer and closer social connections at the same time, and without missing a beat, you've got to be scrupulously avoiding any breach in confidentiality, while persistently pursuing all possible pathways for promoting positive personal development with relentless follow-through, constant outreach, bold, innovative ideas, creative job networking, and mutually beneficial. One hand washes the other. Win-win external and internal relationships. Of course, let's not pass over the most driving need of all, to pull off the sweeping initiatives that lead to truly knockout transcripts and championship collegiate success. I know for some of you this is a little over the top, but the funny thing is, I learned that this strange, sort of symbolic alphabet has a decidedly different impact on males than it does on females. I mean, it's sort of like on the one hand. Right now, while the guys are having the strain to make the left and right hemispheres of their brain simultaneously match the rapid-fire verbal and visual imagery. Well, guys, can you see the wheels turning? Of course, on the other hand, the women have such fluid, lightning fast cognitive integration skills. They're already making mental notes, picking up on peripheral observations, and sharing little side comments like, whoa, check it out. His balls match his shirt. You know that's what some of you are thinking from the minute I got up here. Thank you very much. And as they say in French, bon appetit.